Hi Jonathan, thank you for coming to Cappielow to talk to us today. We have Dundee United here tomorrow in the Ladbrokes Championship. Can I just get your thoughts going on the match, please?
It's a very tough game. Two teams that had poor results on the weekend. Both managers, certainly this one has been telling players to be up for it, and I'm sure that Robbie Neilson has done the same. It's just going to be a really tough game physically. I expect that, and looking at their recent record under the new manager, except for the United game, has been very good. They've been a very tough side to beat, and they're up there in the league table for a reason because they got a very good squad.
You mentioned the change in management there. It was Dundee United was your first game at Tannadice, they won each draw. What was your thoughts on that game, Jonathan, and what do you expect maybe different from Dundee United this time?
I think they play a little bit more direct, a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more, how should I put it, yeah, direct is the word, and physical. Than the last time, they have the same players. Obviously, they will try to play when it's on. I think Robbie Neilson is used to this league and knows the league, and I think they'll be more direct and physical since he took over.
Your own team last week, it was a 3-0 defeat at Dunfermline Athletic. What are you looking for different this weekend?
Well, I think concentration levels. I think they were poor at Dunfermline for whatever reason, defensively especially. I felt the goals we let in was very poor, and also the chances we gave Dunfermline. We looked back at it and we discussed this as a team, and there was not many attacks they had that they opened us up in any way. I felt it was they played very direct, and we made mistakes to allow them to come into the chance and score the goals. Obviously, the second goal was extremely poor one to lose just before half time. So that's the main thing for me, to be concentrated and to be moving again as a shape. But I didn't see too much wrong with the shape last week either. And then obviously we were not good enough in possession, and that can happen. So that's something we worked on this week as well, to be better in possession and especially in the final third.
What has your approach been in training this week? There was a video analysis session yesterday, I believe.
So it was a video analysis session. It depends a little bit on the day, depending on the footage and how much time we have to work on it. We always do one on ourselves and one on the opponents every week. And it was clear to see, and the players are very honest, and we have an open discussion in these meetings, and it was clear to see for everybody going back. I was very annoyed after the game and during the game at half time, quite rightly, but also I saw that there wasn't much fundamentally wrong with the performance. I think it was more, as I said, individual mistakes, concentration levels, and maybe that little aggression and a little bit sharpness that wasn't there, that maybe perhaps had to do a little bit with the cup game we had during the week.
The goals you conceded, I think you felt you were quite surprised after a couple of clean sheets and decent defensive performances.
I was, especially away from home. We felt very confident going in. That's why I didn't want to change the team, because they've been doing really well for me. Going back to the Queen of the South game and Dundee United and obviously Peterhead, only lost one goal in all those games, and that was a shot from distance. So I felt very comfortable and I felt very confident, and that's why it was a surprise. But I also think that you can't go into a game with that many players, maybe a little bit off for whatever reason of the sharpness and the concentration, and that's when you lose goals. And to be fair to Dunfermline, they surprised me in a way how direct they went, because they have been a side that tries to pass the ball a little bit more, but they went very direct behind us all the time, and maybe that on the day we should have coped with much better.
How do you expect your team to react tomorrow?
Well, positively, admitting that wasn't good enough, bringing it in here, and it's another tough game. I think we know how they've been playing under Robbie Neilson, but because they had a bad result, it's difficult to predict how he's going to change things and change players around. So a bit tough game, and I think again I say it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a real physical game, and we need to be up for that. And if we can win that, I think I'm always believe that we can score goals, but we need to be much harder to create chances against.
Did you watch the Dundee United game last Friday?
We watched it, and as I said, for me, it shows how unpredictable this league is, how tough it is, and how little differences between teams. I look at starting the game after playing against United. I felt Dundee United will be confident after the run they had, and they're going to go into that game looking to get 3 points, and you know, they were cut open numerous times, and I think it again shows that defensively you need to be solid in this league. Yeah, and if you're not, that can happen to any team, and I think you know, it's a dangerous opponent now, Dundee United, because of that result.
Yesterday it was Finnish Independence Day. Could you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, the big one was last year. We were 100, but it was 101 this year. It's always a nice celebration because my son's birthday is the same day, so I always remember it. But it's 6th of December. Yeah, we had it. I don't celebrate it too much, obviously, but in Finland it's a big thing. With it's a big ball at the President Castle, Cinderella ball, and people are looking to get invited for that and watch on telly live who is there and who is not.
Have you ever been invited yourself?
No, never. So maybe one day.
Just one final thing, Jonathan, is could we have some team news ahead of the game tomorrow, please? And I believe there might have been some bad news. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're going through a little bit of an injury crisis, if you like, and also we've had a bit of bugs in the team. So we're very short tomorrow. I don't want to give too much away, but obviously Danny and Gary are obviously out still. But there's a couple of players and knocks from last week that won't be available either, and a couple of illnesses that might be missing as well. So we're down to quite a young bench tomorrow, and quite a few people missing. So it's up to the players putting on a pitch to look at this as a challenge, as a chance to stake their claim in the team.
Could you give us a little bit of extra information about who might be missing then, or are you keeping that to
No,
yourself?
it's one of those things. It's Kerr, obviously. Everybody was swatted at the Dunfermline game. He came off with a knock. He's very uncertain to play. Jack Idle came off with a knock. He's very uncertain to play. There's been a bug, so Bob McHugh has been down with a bug, so he might not recover in time. So there's quite a few of our so-called starters and key members that are out, and you know, it's something happens in football, especially around Christmas time. So you know, when the flu season or cold season is around, so something we have to deal with. And I said this, for me, it's a challenge for the players that will come in to stake their claim.
Was it Kerr's knee?
Yeah, he had a knock on his knee, and he hasn't recovered so far. So he's probably gonna miss it.
Jack's, was that anything specific?
It's his abductor. He's been feeling it a little bit, and there might be a slight tear in that one. So he's very he more or less will be out tomorrow.
Excellent, Jonathan. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thank you.